Okay, we got a lot of college basketball going on right now. We got some lower group of five, lower group of five, like games going, like tournaments going on. No big boys yet, no big power five, but we got some big games going on right now. Teams fighting for survival, trying to steal an at large bid by not getting an automatic qualifying bid by winning their tournament. And I think that personally, if Vanderbilt right now, Vanderbilt's up 46 to 44 with 13 minutes left against Kentucky, number 23 Kentucky. If they beat them, they'll be 17 and 13, 10 and 7 in the SEC. I think they may be able to get in, but they need to win out. I don't know if this is their last game. They may have one more, but they need to win out for sure. They need to win out. I just think that um, Vanderbilt keeps pulling ahead. Like every time that Kentucky comes back, they keep that two possession lead, and I feel like that is huge for Vanderbilt, especially because they need this. They could go to 18 and 13 if they win. I think they have two more games left. I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's see. Do they have? Let's see how many games they got left. The timeout on the court. Let's see what's going on with this. The NEC game. NEC conference. We got Sacred Heart versus Wagner. It's a 38-36 game with 11:56 left in the game. But let's see where they are at. They have Mississippi State. So if they can beat Mississippi State, this Mississippi State is right below them with 20 and 10 record. I don't know if Mississippi State is in the tournament. I don't know. I know Florida isn't. Arkansas is, I believe. So maybe Mississippi State is in it. I'm not 100% sure. But if the last time they played Mississippi State, where is it? They haven't played Mississippi State yet. Or have they? Was it the beginning of the season? No, they haven't played Mississippi State yet. So if they can beat Mississippi State and Kentucky, that means there would be Florida, Kentucky, and Mississippi State in their last three games. So I don't know. They could get in, but I'm not 100% sure. It's 50-50. It's 50-50, honestly. But let's just see. Oops. Let's just go back. Let's just see some of the other scores. Let's go back to this Kentucky game. Let's see. Xavier's up by 10 against Providence. Providence, I think that would be their second or third loss in a row. I'm almost positive. But Alabama right now, number 2 Alabama is fighting for that number 1 seed. That number 1 overall seed in the tourney. But if they lose to Auburn here, that would be a huge loss for them. And that may be, Houston may lock that in. If they lose to Auburn here, there's 14:46 left. If they lose to Auburn, they may not be able to get back into the turn. They may not be able to get back up to that 1 seed, that number 1 overall seed. I mean, they're locked to get into the tournament. They're a lot. I believe they're a lock at number 1, like a number 1 seed. But the question is, are they going to be a lock to get that overall number 1 seed? DePaul is getting killed by UConn. UConn put up 51 in the first half against DePaul. 51-19 it was at halftime. Damn. And their highest score is 12 points for UConn. That's just wrong. Ohio State is beating Maryland. Ohio State ain't going to make the tournament unless they literally win the Big Ten tournament. But right now, Vanderbilt's still up by 4 against Kentucky. So that's something to look for. But yeah, Ohio State is up by 9 points against Maryland. And it's not looking good for Maryland right now. That's the thing with Big Ten this year. The Big Ten has been so 50-50, it's not even funny. Like, it's been back and forth. Purdue started out amazing, and now Purdue has literally cooled off to be they have been losing back-to-back games, like I think they have like 5 losses now. So that's not what you want to see. Let's go down. Merrimack is looking to move on. We got to go. Notre Dame is beating 25 Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is one of the favorites to win the ACC this year. And Notre Dame is handling them pretty easily. 61-45 with 10:30 left in the game. But let's see real quick. Let's see what the Northeast, the NEC conference looks like. Let me find this Kentucky game again. But then we have St. Francis Brooklyn going up against Fairleigh Dickinson. And Fairleigh Dickinson is the favorite supposedly to win it all, the NEC. And the NEC is literally only has 1 team or like 3 teams that are over 500, which is terrible. And they're barely like 3 wins over 500. That's not good at all. Merrimack is up on Long Island. Long Island is 3-25, 1-15 in the NEC. Merrimack is up by 16 with 4:33 left in the game. It's looking like Merrimack will move on to the semifinal, but who will they play? Will they play Fairleigh Dickinson, who's up by 7 against St. Francis Brooklyn? And Fairleigh Dickinson's S. Moore has 18.6 rebounds and 5 steals so far. With 3:05 left in that game, it's maybe could St. Francis pull back and take this game? 56-50 right now. Vanderbilt is up against Kentucky. That is huge right there. And a steal by Vanderbilt. They call it a foul, so it could be 58-50 if they make both free throws, Vanderbilt. With 9:50 left in this game. Damn, that's big. That would be a huge win for Vanderbilt. they may get them a spot in the tournament if they beat Kentucky. But then we have Sacred Heart versus Wagner with 10 minutes left in that game. Sacred Heart is up by 4. Then we got Central Connecticut State versus St. Francis, Pennsylvania. St. Francis, Pennsylvania is up by 13 with 2:42 left in the second quarter, or in the second half. So left in the game. If St. Francis moves on, there's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes 42 seconds, so they could move on. Let's just go back up. See, 57-50, Vanderbilt's up. Then they missed the second free throw. Maryland's down by 10 now. UConn's up by 31. Alabama's down by 12. Xavier looks like they're closing out on a win right there against number 20 Providence, which would be a huge win for Xavier. It would be a 6-point game. 6-point win for them. With 29 seconds remaining, give Providence their 9th loss of the year. Xavier will go to 22-8 and 14-5 in the Big East. Providence will fall to 13-6 in the Big East. Maryland's now down by 11. Notre Dame's still up pretty good on them, on Pittsburgh. UMass with 8:58 left in the game is down by 7. Can they come back? That would be a big win for them. Try to win, go out on an even record. Any more? Then we have Lindenwood versus Southeast Missouri State in the Ohio Valley Conference. Lindenwood is 11-20. Southeast Missouri State is 15-16. It's 35-39 and the second quarter or second half just started. It would be a big win for Lindenwood to knock them off. Then we have Oklahoma versus number 11 Kansas State. Oklahoma's out of the tournament, but they can push down Kansas State. Kansas State is projected to be a number 2 seed in the tournament. But if they lose to Oklahoma here, that would be a big loss for them. A team that would be 500 if they beat Kansas State. Kansas State's up 18-17, but it's still very early in this game. Then we have Presbyterian versus Campbell, which is delayed. Don't know why it's delayed. Southern Indiana versus SIU Edwardsville. Go in the Ohio Valley at 10 p.m. I won't be live at that time. I can promise you that. But we have in the Big South, we have an upset. Charleston Southern beats High Point 72-70 to move on to the second round. I don't know who they will play, but big win right there from Charleston Southern to move on and beat High Point. Xavier beats Providence 94-89. Let's go back up. Texas versus TCU is a big game. Wagner is down by 2, just 2 now. Looks like St. Francis is going to pull off the victory and eliminate Central Connecticut State. Merrimack looks like they're trying to close out there with 13-point lead with 3:25 left. Fairleigh Dickinson's up by 5 with 1 minute and 1 second remaining. Can they hold on to that lead? Or will St. Francis Brooklyn come back to pull off the upset? That would be a big, big upset for them. That would be one of the bigger ones, like because Fairleigh Dickinson is the favorite to win it. Yes, I know Merrimack won the conference, won the NEC, but Fairleigh Dickinson is the favorite to win it. Like by like what is it? What was I trying to say? By like the experts, and it's a 5-point game now with 8 minutes remaining. 57-52. Vanderbilt is still up on Kentucky with 7:55 and counting. Auburn is up pretty big now. 16 points. Vanderbilt or Auburn is up against Alabama now. That is huge. St. Francis looks like they're going to be winning. St. Francis moves on to the semifinals to play don't know who. Maryland's now down by 9. DePaul is kind of coming back. They can't win it, I don't think, unless they get a miracle. But they're coming back. Pittsburgh, they're down by 16. Tshiebwe is at the line for Kentucky. Trying to make this a 3-point game. Can he do it? He misses the first one, hits the front of the rim. Dang, that was a bad miss for him. Auburn is up 62-46 now. Maryland's still down. Pitt's still down. Merrimack's extending their lead. St. Francis or Fairleigh Dickinson looks like they are going to pull the victory up. They're up by 6 now with 21 seconds remaining. For Fairleigh Dickinson, looks like they're going to move on. I don't know who they'll play. Maybe St. Francis, or they will play Wagner or Sacred Heart. Don't know who. Gotta see when Fairleigh Dickinson wins. Yeah, Merrimack has that game with 1 minute and 39 seconds remaining. Merrimack looks like they are going to get the W. It's a 4-point game. And now it's a 1-point game. Kentucky's coming back 57-56. We got a game here. We got a game in Kentucky. Can they score? Can Vanderbilt score to keep their lead going? It's a foul on Chris Livingston. Huge 3 right there by Kentucky. Makes the free throw. It's a 2-point game. 6:14 remaining. .6:14 remaining, and Vanderbilt makes the first. Jordan Wright makes the first free throw. Does he make the second one to take a 3-point lead? No, he misses it. Chris Livingston gets the defensive rebound. Still 21 seconds remaining in the St. Francis Brooklyn game. St. Francis Brooklyn versus Fairleigh Dickinson. Fairleigh Dickinson looks like they're going to get the dub, but I don't know who they're going to be playing. But right now we got a thriller going on in Kentucky. Pitt's only down by 16 now with 6:56 left. Can they make that comeback? Maryland's only down by 9 still. Still 9. They've been at 9 for a good minute now. But can Vanderbilt hold this lead? Turnover, foul on Kentucky. Another foul on Chris Livingston. That's his second foul, literally like 30 seconds. I don't know how many fouls he has now, but that's not good. 2 fouls. Okay, that game is over. Let's see. I don't know if they play tomorrow. Let's just see tomorrow's games. I think they play Friday. I think the NEC will play Friday. Alabama's down big. Friday we got a lot of games, and I will be live for the another update. Let's see. They don't play tomorrow. They don't play Friday. I wonder when they play. They get a 2-day break. Doesn't seem right. It's a 3-point game. Vanderbilt's up with 5:32 left in the game. Let's see if they play this game. Big South semifinal. Just a second, you guys, to see when the NEC plays again. I believe they play Saturday. It says to be determined, but we will figure out who will play who. Let's go back to today's games. Alabama's down by 15 now. Merrimack looks like Merrimack moves on. Sacred Heart has taken a 8-point lead against Wagner. Vanderbilt is up by 3. Ohio State is up by 9 still. Auburn is up by 12 now. Let's see what's going on now. Lindenwood. Lindenwood is up by 2 points. Or no, Lindenwood is down by 2 points. Now 4 points. Lindenwood trying to pull off that upset right there. I don't know why the Ohio Valley is delayed right now. George Mason's looking to pull off a pretty big upset against Fordham. That would knock Fordham out, their chances out of making an outright bid to the tournament. Hardcore. UMass is down by 9. Damn it, UMass. Wagner's trying to come back. Now it's a 6-point game. It's still a 9-point game in that Maryland game. Still a 12-point game in that Auburn game. Vanderbilt this year has caught fire. Literally, they have caught fire. Let me see. So I believe that Fairleigh Dickinson will go up against St. Francis March 4th at 8 p.m. And then Merrimack will go up against the winner of Sacred Heart versus Wagner. Whoever wins Sacred Heart versus Wagner will play Merrimack in the semifinals. And then we already have the St. Francis versus Fairleigh Dickinson matchup set in the NEC. Big plays right there. Big moves right there from them. Let's see. Kentucky versus Vanderbilt. Ohio State down by, or Maryland's up down by 9, and we have a 61-58 game. Oscar Tshiebwe turns the ball over. Big things are going on right now. He didn't just turn the ball over. He threw that to the front row. Wow, Tshiebwe. Kentucky is right now showing that they are a one-man team. It's a 64-58 game. Vanderbilt hits a three-pointer. Huge three-pointer right there from Vanderbilt. Jordan Wright. It's a 61-58. 64-58 game. Huge right now from Vanderbilt. Huge plays right now. 4:12 remaining. Can Kentucky strike back? Kentucky gets the offensive rebound, but I think there's a foul. Tshiebwe is about to have 20 and 20. He's 3 rebounds away from that and 4 points away. Yep, we have a foul. Tshiebwe's at the line. 14-point game with Notre Dame versus Pittsburgh. Sacred Heart's up by 8 with 3 minutes to go. Maryland is down by 8 now. It's a 59-64 game. Tshiebwe's got 17 and 17. Can he get to 20 and 20? Turnover by Vanderbilt. Maryland called a timeout. A double dribble on Vanderbilt. You don't see that get called often. (64-59). Then we have a TV timeout for Vanderbilt. Now let's go up to see what's going on with this Alabama game, you guys. It's only an 8-point game now. Alabama's starting to come back now. UConn looks like they've locked the victory up. They look like they've locked the victory up in the first quarter, or in the first half, with 51 points. If Alabama comes back, that would just be huge for them. That would destroy Auburn. They'd be 9-8 in the SEC. They're trying to hand Alabama their second loss in the SEC and their 5th loss of the year. Ohio State's trying to push Maryland down the seedings in the tournament. it's just we could have big upsets. Vanderbilt's up by 4 or 5 against Kentucky. It's Kavyn, but what's good? Yeah, Vanderbilt is down by 5. Or Vanderbilt's up by 5. That would be a big win for them. That would be their 10th win in the SEC. Kentucky will go to 20-10. Alabama's on their way back. It's a 66-58 game now. Pittsburgh trying to make a comeback, but it's looking like it's not working out. 25. They're down by 14 now. Sacred Heart's up by 7. Wagner's trying to come back. Vanderbilt is in foul trouble, though. They have 2 players, their 2 top scorers have 4 fouls. They get 1 more, then they're out. And they have 2 players in with 3 fouls. And Kentucky's down by 3 now after they make both free throws. Now let's see what they can do. Sacred Heart's up by 10 now. Looks like they're going to move on to play Fairleigh Dickinson in the semifinals on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now Vanderbilt's only up by 1 with 3 minutes remaining. Notre Dame's still up by 14. Let's see what Alabama's doing. Alabama is still down, but they got a steal. Now it's a 66-64 game as Jordan Wright knocks down a shot. It said he knocked down a shot, but he missed it, I guess. Tshiebwe's 1 rebound away, 1 point away from getting having a 20-20 game. Foul on Ezra Majan on Vanderbilt. Tshiebwe, I believe, is going to the line. Nope. Antonio Reeves he makes the first free throw. We have a tie game with 2:33. Vanderbilt, you can't blow this. Come on, you guys. This would be the biggest win of you guys' season, I think. I believe so. Let's see if he misses the second free throw, so it's a tie game. Quinn Millero Brown gets the defensive rebound. Vanderbilt slows the pace up. 2:28 and counting left in this game. Will we go to overtime? This is crazy. This is a great game. Ezra Manjan gets the steal after they missed the shot. They didn't just miss it. They airballed that shot. Now let's see if Vanderbilt can capitalize and get a score here. Or will they miss the shot and will Kentucky go? A minute 53 left. Vanderbilt calls a timeout with 64. It's 64-64. A minute and 43 seconds remaining in this game. This would help Vanderbilt out, but they need Alabama to beat Auburn so they can move up in the standings. If not, they'll just be tied for 5th with Auburn. If Auburn beats Alabama, they'll be tied with Auburn. But there's a minute 43 remaining. Kentucky calls a timeout. Vanderbilt it's still tied. Minute 21 remaining. It's a 10-point game now. Ohio State is up. It's an 11-point game with Pittsburgh versus Notre Dame. Oscar Tshiebwe got a 20-20 game. He gets the bucket to make to take the lead against Vanderbilt. A minute and 9 seconds remaining. Vanderbilt blew the lead. Wow. Vanderbilt ties it up. Jordan Wright gets the layup. It's a 66-66 game with 41 seconds remaining. Kentucky timeout. 2 seconds remaining. Vanderbilt scores with 2 seconds remaining. Vanderbilt got the lead. Huge play right there by Wright. Huge play by Jordan Wright. Two seconds remaining. Can Kentucky do it? Two seconds remaining. Auburn is only up by 5 now. Ohio State's up by 7. Only 7 now. Only 5. Auburn's up now by. Let's see what Kentucky has drawn up here. Kentucky can't do nothing. Vanderbilt pulls off the upset. Biggest upset of the year for them. Biggest win of the year. They go to 17-13, 10-7 in the SEC. Big play right there from Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt knocks them off. That keeps Vanderbilt's tournament hopes alive. That is a huge win. Now they just got to be Mississippi State, and they may be in. Big win right there. And now let's see if Auburn can hold on to this lead against Alabama, or will Alabama come back to win? Let's go and see the updated scores down here. We have Lindenwood is up, or nope, never mind. Lindenwood is down by 8 against Southeast Missouri State. 39-27. Creighton is up 19-3 against Georgetown. Damn. Then we got Texas versus TCU. UConn beats DePaul. Merrimack moved on to play who did they move on to play? Sacred Heart. Merrimack moved on to play Sacred Heart. Then we got Fairleigh Dickinson moved on to play. Don't remember. To play, what's their names? St. Francis. UMass lost by 9 against Duquesne. George Washington beat Davidson by 5. Xavier beat Providence. So those are some scores around the league. St. Joseph beats Richmond. South Florida beats Tulsa. Kansas State's up now. They have taken the commanding lead. It's a 10-point game. It's a 3-point game for that Alabama game. Let me go to that game. back and then go back into it. Let's see what Auburn and Alabama. 5 minutes remaining. Looks like Ohio State's going to pull off that win against Maryland. They have Maryland their 10th loss of the year. And Notre Dame looks like they're up by 10 with a minute left. Pittsburgh can come back. Anything's possible. Alabama is only down by 1 right now. Auburn is collapsing hardcore. Alabama's on a 16-2 run. But Auburn takes a 3-point lead now after making that. How will Alabama respond? Alabama ball after looked like Auburn got the rebound, but it didn't matter. 3-point game. Wendell Green Jr. made the layup. Alabama gets the offensive rebound. Now let's see what Alabama can do. Eight-point game or 9-point game, Notre Dame. Can Notre Dame hold on? And Alabama responds back and gets the jumper to fall. It's a 1-point game. And Ohio State beats Maryland. Maryland, their 10th loss of the year. Big win for Ohio State. Just going to hurt Maryland's chances of having a top 3 seed in the tournament. Auburn gets their own rebound, offensive rebound for Auburn. It's a 1-point game still with 3:30 left in this game. Notre Dame with 55 seconds, up by 10 against number 25 Pittsburgh. Can they hold it? And Auburn gets a foul, and it's an and one situation. Can they get the and one? Oh, it wasn't an and one, I guess. Fordham comes back to make it a 48-48 game. Not a high-scoring game there. A lot of offense, a lot of defense. Notre Dame is up by 8 now. (84-76). Notre Dame is up. It's a 5-point game. Notre Dame, can they hold on to it? 36 seconds left. Foul on Nike Sibandi. Auburn calls a timeout. I thought they'd been called a timeout. Notre Dame's up by 6 now after Trey Wirtz makes that free throw. Alabama has not led tonight in this game. That's crazy. 3 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. He misses. Auburn misses the first free throw. Can he make the second one? Misses the second one, but they get the offensive rebound. Huge right there for Auburn. They shooting again. Auburn has 12 offensive rebounds. Alabama has 9. Zero's back at the line for Auburn. He missed both free throws last time. Can he make this one? He makes it. 69-67 game. 3:13 remaining. He makes both of them. It's a 70-67 game. Alabama is down by 3 now. Foul on Auburn. Allen Flanigan. Now let's see what Alabama, can they make both free throws to make it a 1-point game again? And he broke his ankles and drained the 3. Auburn is up 73-69 after that beautiful play right there. I don't even know who that was that made that, but that was beautiful. 2:30 remaining. Alabama drives and won. 73-71 game. Wendell Green Jr. with that step back 3-pointer crossover right there was disgusting for Auburn. Now let's see what Alabama can do. Can they make that second free throw? Can they make that first free throw? Javon Quinterly. 83% free throw shooter. Can he make it? He makes it. It's a 1-point game again. 2:30 remaining. Auburn drives, misses it. Alabama now on the break is running down the court. And it's another foul on Auburn. Foul on Chris Moore. Alabama to the line. Bang. Nope, he misses it. Alabama ties it up. Noah Clowney makes the second free throw. Now, what will Auburn do to respond? It's a tie game. Alabama hasn't led once in this game. Yeah, you heard me right. Alabama, the number 2 team in the country, has not led against a 19-10 team. And they get the defensive rebound. Let's see what Alabama can do. After Wendell Green Jr. missed the three-pointer, Noah Clowney got that defensive board. Now let's see what Alabama can do. Minute 55 remaining. Drive. Is it a blocking foul? It's a blocking foul. Alabama goes to the line again. Foul on Allen Flanigan. Was trying to get the charge there, but didn't really work out right there. He makes the free throw. Alabama gets the lead for the first time in this game. Huge. 74-73. Fordham versus George Mason's going to overtime. What a game we've had. What games we've had today. Alabama's up by 1. Can they make the second free throw to make it a 2-point possession game? And right now Vanderbilt is cheering for Bama because that would help them move up in the SEC standings. They would be in 5th place, I believe. If I remember correctly, they'll be in 5th place. Let's see what, and they make the second one. It's a 75-73 game. Let's see what Auburn has up their sleeve with 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining. Rodell Green? Is that Rodell Green? Trying to get something. Misses the layup. And now Alabama's on the run with a minute. Pulls up, three-pointer. In and out. Auburn gets the defensive rebound. Auburn on the run. Makes the layup. It's a tie game. Timeout Alabama? Nope, no timeout Alabama. It's a tie game. 75-75. Auburn in Alabama. 46. Alabama calls a timeout. With 44 seconds remaining. What a game this has been. Alabama with the comeback. Slow comeback. Not one of those quick comebacks that happen less than 2 minutes. This whole second half, Alabama's been slowly creeping back in. Slowly. And Alabama then takes the lead for the first time in the game. Yet it took them to under 90 seconds to take the lead for the first time in this game, Alabama. What a game this has been. Right now, George Mason is up 50-48, but they just turned the ball over. Lindenwood is down by 17. Looks like they are going to be going home in Southeast Missouri State. is going to be moving on in the Ohio Valley Conference. Right now, TCU is up against Texas. Number 22, TCU, going up against number 9, Texas. TCU is up 14-10 against Texas. Let's see what we have in store in these last 45.7 seconds remaining. TCU's up 16-10 now. Let's see who's got possession. Auburn's got possession. Let's see what Auburn will do. Oh, wait, who called that timeout? Was it Auburn or Bama? I don't know. So Auburn has no timeouts remaining, so it may have been Auburn. I don't know. Alabama got the ball, I meant to say. Here we go. Let's see what Alabama can do. 40 seconds remaining. 16 or 14 now on the shot clock. Let's see what they're going to do. 10 seconds remaining. They're still not even making a play. And he drives the lane, kicks it out to the corner. Almost turns over. 4 seconds on the shot clock. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Just shoots it. Airballs it. Shot or foul called? They call a foul? What happened? Or did he step out of bounds? He stepped out of bounds. Mark Sears stepped out of bounds. There is 24 seconds left. The shot clock is off. Let's see what Auburn can do now. Can they pull off this upset? Vanderbilt does not want Auburn to win. Misses the shot. Alabama's got 1 second. This game's going to overtime. TCU's up 21-13 against Texas. We're in overtime. Alabama gets the ball first. Score 77-75. 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this game. Let's see what Auburn can do to respond. Auburn goes on. Mississippi, can they get the offensive rebound? No, they don't. Alabama gets the offensive rebound. They're going on break. 4 against 2. Shoots the three-pointer. Makes it 80-75 game now. Alabama starts this overtime with a 5-point run. Mark Sears gets the score. 17 points for him on the night. Auburn, let's see what Auburn can do. Can they get a three-pointer back for themselves? Almost. Does he turn the ball over? Nope. Foul on Bama. Flanagan is at the line. He's 0 for 1 today, but he's an 80% shooter. He makes this one 76-80 game. Royals sign outfielder Jackie Bradley Jr. Wow. And he makes the second one. It's a 3-point game. Auburn now is fighting back, trying to come back after they've been up all day. Oh, crossover. Got him. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up with it. It's a 5-point game again. Alabama makes it. And Auburn strikes back with the three-pointer themselves. Was that Wardell Green? Who was that? Was that Flanagan? 82-80 game. Alabama's up by 2. And we have a foul. Oh, it's Allen Flanagan. Miller gets charged with the foul here for Alabama. Offensive foul. Offensive foul on Auburn. I think that was Flanagan. .304 remaining. Yup, that's on Flanagan. Good sell right there by Alabama. Who was that? Flanagan fouls out. He's the leading scorer for Auburn. Wow. That's a huge loss for Auburn. It's a great loss if you're an Alabama fan. And the only white guy is now on the court for Auburn. Only one white guy on the court. And he just subbed in for Auburn. And they make it! Alabama goes up by 4 now and looking for the and 1. Wow. Jaden Bradley gets it. Makes the layup. Did he foul out 2 for Auburn too? Yep. Jalen Williams with 15 points fouls out for Auburn. So Auburn's top 2 scorers have fouled out. Flanagan and him. Forgot who the hell that was. Jalen Williams. 15 points and 17 points. Both out of the game for Auburn. Let's see what Auburn can do with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left. 5-point deficit. They were leading this whole game. They get the drive. And it's a foul on Javon Quinley. KD Johnson is at the line. He's a 70% shooter. Today he's 7 for 10. Let's see. Let's see what he does with this free throws. He's got to make them to make it a 3-point game. It's going crazy in Bama right now. Tuscaloosa. He misses the first one. Misses both of them. Alabama gets the rebound. Think Noah Clowney gets the rebound. I think that's game. Alabama scores here. I'm going to say that's game. We have an injury. Didn't look good. Didn't look good at all. Looks like George Mason about to pull off that victory. Looks like Sam Houston's about to survive a scare against Stephen F. Austin. Let's see what Auburn can do. They got the possession now. 2 minutes remaining. 3-pointer. Made it! 85-83 game. Auburn still is in this. Alabama trying to answer back with their own. Misses it. The one white guy on the court got the rebound. Lior. I didn't see it. Dang it, I was trying to figure out his name. Alabama got the possession back. 85-83 game. What will Alabama do? It's Miller. Miller with the crossover. Miller with the shot. Miller with the miss. Over the back call. Alabama gets their own rebound. We have a scrum going for it. Foul. Players everywhere. Jesus Christ. That was a melee if I ever saw one. Well, what a shot right there. Miller with a great block right there. Damn. Timeout Auburn. 85-83 game. .52 seconds remaining. Can Auburn do it? This has been a great game. Auburn's 12 for 19 from three-pointers. Alabama makes the first free throw. Let's see if they make the second one to go up by 4. Makes the second one. It's a 4-point game. Gets the offensive rebound, goes back up with it, makes it. No foul called. It's a 2-point game with 36 seconds remaining. Let's see what Alabama can do. Can they take a 4-point lead and close this game out? Foul called on Wendell Green Jr. TCU's up 32-24 with 5:54 left in the first half. Jaden Bradley's at the line, misses the first one. Now the most Alabama can go up by is a 3-point margin and leave the door open for Alabama or for Auburn to make a three-pointer. And they've been shooting well from the three-point line today. Makes the second one. It is a 3-point game. Let's see what Alabama defense has in store. No foul called. That's your game. That is game. That was a little bit of bullshit right there on those refs. They didn't call that a foul. Brendan Miller at the line, makes the first one. That is your game. 6.1 seconds remaining. And that is the live for today. I'm tired. I will be back live tomorrow for Mother College basketball update. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Join the KBN Sports Talk family. Till tomorrow night. See ya!